Welcome back to Ithaca BJJ. Have you ever heard of the Blue Belt Blues? Well, if you've been around Jiu-Jitsu for any amount of time, I'm sure you've heard that term. But today, we're going to see a group of blue belts who are defying that stereotype through intentional training and focus. If you want to know how mindset and attitude and consistent training can help you overcome that idea, keep watching. First, we have here two familiar grapplers featured on this channel, Wes and Jared. Now, what's great about Jared, the guy there on the top, is that he's constantly moving all the time. And you notice that he's always looking for that armbar. And if he misses one submission, he's hitting another. Oh, and that there? That's Professor Matt's belt. We're going to see that featured throughout this video. And as a matter of fact, you're going to notice here in this segment that belt gets wrapped up with these two guys and they don't even notice. And now we enter into an interesting leg entanglement. Pretty common if you're rolling with Jared. And there's that visitor again. Professor Matt's belt has become part of this sparring session. If I was a drinking man, I'd say, hey, let's start a drinking game where every time we see that belt pop up randomly on the mat, we take a shot. As a matter of fact, as you're watching, make note of how many times you see that belt hanging around somewhere in the background. So we see here that they're each going for an ankle, but Wes wins out in that exchange. Here we go with the second round. What I love about Jared's technique is that he's great at using that hook to sweep his opponents. And as we noticed in a previous video where we talked about him when he was a white belt, he does a great job using that knee as a wedge to put extra pressure on his opponents. And this is a beautiful heel hook he pulls off. And now we're back on our feet. Now this is great. Wes has good head position here for this single leg. But Jared has good position here. He's got the back of his jacket and he's got that hook in. Notice how he uses it. And there's that grab he has there on the back of the jacket and that hook that I talked about earlier. He uses that combination to sweep Wes as they come down. Wes held on to that leg a little too long. He should have started running the pipe or did an inside sweep for the takedown. And that's the end of that round. And here's Rafi and Wes. Great takedown. And you might remember Rafi from the most popular video on this channel, where we talked about how to control a big aggressive white belt. Well, that big aggressive white belt has turned into a deliberate and more skilled blue belt. Now, what's really good with Rafi is that he is a heavy player. He uses a lot of pressure passing and a lot of top pressure in his game. And as you can see, he's gotten pretty decent with the stand-up game as well. He's laughing there because I'm usually telling some kind of jokes in the background while I'm filming. Now, what Wes does here is pretty smart. He's using his hips to try to escape, but Rafi keeps great pressure on him. And notice there, as Rafi goes for that mount, Wes catches that leg. It would have been better if Rafi had started with a very subtle knee on belly and then transitioned to mount. And there he is again, using all that pressure. That's 236 pounds, and he feels a lot heavier when he's on top. When I hear people talking about the blue belt blues, I think about these blue belts who show up several times a week, who train with intention, and who train consistently, and who have the right mindset. Rafi pulls off a nice pass here, pressures down on the legs, and he does a good job getting around to the back, whereas a lot of people would have tried to pass around to the front. And there's a familiar sight, Professor Matt in the background, evaluating his students. And that's the end of that round. Now here we're back with Jared, and with him there is one of our brown belts. Now Jared does something really interesting here. Notice our brown belt there has his leg and the lapel, looking for a sweep. Now watch this. Jared is really an armbar phenom. Let's watch how he pulls it off. He has this grip here and this grip here. That's a mistake. That grip should have been let go. And then Jared brings his foot around to block the head and isolate that arm. And here, he gets that tap. Great escape there. Now I love this here. Watch this pass. When this guy gets into this knee cup position, it's pretty much all over. When he gets there, he's passing. Nice job. And that's the round. Now we're back again with Jared and Wes. Wes is trying to set up that throw. And notice how Jared is being patient and keeping his hips nice and low and keeping distance. Nice. Now watch what happens. Wes is too high. His hips are too high. Jared drops his hips back and catches Wes off guard and uses that hook to sweep him as he goes down. He gets around Wes's legs and goes straight for that darce. Now what's really good about Jared's style is once he gets a good position on you, he hangs on to it like a dog on a bone. He's got that darce in there pretty tight. And now he's going to lock it up even more by catching that leg. And now he uses that knee, as he often does, And there's the tap. Nice. Back on our feet. Wes has a bad habit of keeping that right arm down. I keep telling him, dude, you need to get that right arm up. Now this is kind of an awkward position for Wes. Jared just drops his hips back and takes Wes backwards for the takedown. And then he immediately goes on the attack. Isolates that head. And we can see here, he's looking for that armbar. But Wes is doing a pretty decent job of defending. So now Jared transitions here to a triangle position. Again, he's constantly moving and constantly on the attack. And now he's going to transition to an armbar on the other side. Now notice here how he puts the legs down, which limits Wes's hip movement and his ability to escape. Wes gets to his knees, gets to turtle, nice escape, and Jared immediately goes for the back. Guys, when you get in turtle, use your turtle as a transition position. You cannot stay there long. And now he's got a bite, and he is holding on to it. No blue belt blues here, people. This is all about intentional training and consistent effort. So he goes for the back take, but Wes wisely gets to his back to prevent it. And here's a nice transition to mount by Wes. Very nice. And now he's looking for that choke. And instead of accepting that position, Jared fights his way out, gets to his knees, and now Wes has those hooks in. All he has to do here is flatten him out. But notice how Jared gets that leg out to prevent that. And now he's almost out. The guy just keeps moving. He does not cede positions. And Wes gets a nice bite on the arm. But Wes has a problem. Do you guys see it? Watch. If you see it, tell us in the comments. Right there. Jared has that hand on Wes's leg. So that leg is not isolating his head. He pushes the foot down, clears his head, and escapes out and gets on top. Excellent work. And there you have it, folks. Thanks again for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.